Hello fans of Shadow Era, you are watching Game 3 in a best of 3 match between my daddy GondorianDotCom and Soothslyr. Daddy won the first game, but Soothslyr, the rotten scoundrel, won game 2, so this is the decider. Whoever wins this match advances to round 3 of the Crown10 tournament. Good luck, Daddy.
Right. It's a hard choice. Right at the start, hard choice. I think I will get rid of that card. Enter. I didn't play anything on turn 1. If you play something on turn 1, you're going to end up with only 4 cards left. Of course, you draw one at the start of the next turn, but sometimes it's best not to play something on turn 1. I've given away now that I've actually got something that's worth 1. Or maybe I sacked something that's worth 1.
Well, I expected that you did, though, because you have probably between 5 and 6 casting cost cards in your deck. Between Christopher and Bridget, between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Standard. I'd be shocked if you had the full 8.
Well, I will give nothing away here, but maybe
I
will.
Expect to.
At the end of the video, I'll reveal my deck to the world, and if they're still watching by that point, if they're still watching the video, then they'll see. Hi to everyone who's still watching now.
I will share mine as well.
Okay. Yeah, you could record it with Fraps, and then we could stitch the 2 videos together. So at the end, yours is revealed.
Yeah.
Or you let me log in as you, and I'll reveal it. But probably not a good idea to do that. Right.
It's funny because I was so tempted to go with Banebo for this match. I was so tempted, but I decided out of respect for you's opponent, I'm gonna go with one of my best.
Oh right, yeah. Well, we know that Majaya is possibly tier 1 right now.
I think she is, because the reason why I have her as tier 1 is because she's just so versatile right now.
Yeah.
And right now her versatility is just really, really, really strong.
She was weaker in 1.29 because there weren't so many allies being played. But now everything's about the allies because there's new interesting allies, more people are playing them. So suddenly now she's got better. Even though her ability is roughly the same, except now you can draw a card without dealing damage, whereas before the drawing was conditional on killing an ally. So I guess it's better now because you can just... Before it was difficult because you had to hit with an ally first and then finish them off with her ability, and your allies then got whacked back. Where now you can just zap with her first and then hit with an ally, and the ally doesn't get any defensive damage, so it's a lot better now. Which is probably one of the reasons why she's now tier 1.
Well, I have her at tier 1 not so much because of that, but because there's so many different styles of build that you could use with her that are really strong. I mean, I've seen portal decks with her that are great. I've seen ally-less decks with her that are great. I mean, many different styles can be used really well.
Yep, I haven't actually made a Majaya deck yet, I don't think.
Well, this is almost the exact deck that I built on the design server.
Yeah.
And it worked well there. It was funny because the first couple times I used it was actually a showpiece.
Right.
Because I used it in a couple matches against Otto and Adam, and it ran really well. They were not particularly happy with how I was able to use my robes
Oh yeah, I
to
know.
gain card advantage.
Suddenly
'Cause-
became a draw engine, yeah.
yeah, because well, the whole thing was people were complaining that robes was such a terrible card because it's so situational
Yeah.
that I made it a mission to see if I could find maximize the situations to get draw out of it.
Phew, Boris can now use his ability. That is nice. That's very nice. So, what do I do? This is a difficult choice, actually. Got a lot of nice cards here. Controversially, I have skipped my sacrifice.
Well, that tells
I
me
do
you
that
must
now and
have-
again.
You must have a very good hand here.
Thinking ahead. That is card advantage through not sacrificing. It's an advanced tactic which I used to climb up the rankings, the world rankings, with my Aladwin deck. Sometimes you just don't sacrifice. Some people do it by default. They're sacrificing every turn. Whereas sometimes it's better just to hold on to them, even if it's like an early turn. Because if your deck's got a lot of cheap things in it, then they're all playable. So maybe you don't want to get rid of them. Leave your options open. So that's what I did there, and it may be my downfall, or it could pay off. We'll find out. But since I went first in the game, all that's happened now is that you've got to 5 before me, whereas I would have got to 5 before you. Now, if you'd have gone first, then you could be on 6 and I could be on 4, which is quite a difference. Right, so I've got a Kurt who can kill your brute. That's good. Right, okay. Let's play. Right, it's time to start healing. I've played Rampage. So now, if I hit your brute, he did, and I've healed 2. And Kurt is actually pretty decent because he takes 1 less damage from all abilities. So he's immune to Evil Ascendant. He's immune to fire damage. Well, Ablaze. He's immune to poison. He's pretty handy.
This brings up a question for me, actually.
Yeah.
If he's immune to all those, what happens if he has both gas and flame on him at the same time?
Well, each of them only deals its damage separately. So the gas tries to give him 1, and he subtracts 1 from it. Then the flames tries to, and he subtracts 1 from it. So yeah, he can be poisoned and on fire, and he will still ride his horse like a champion, and not take any damage. Oh, but he's not immune to supernova.
Yes.
That is his Achilles heel.
Very few cards.
That's one of the reasons why originally in early testing Kurt had he reduced ability damage by 2, and people said, well, that's daft because he'd be immune to supernova. That's not right. Well,
He was immune to almost everything, actually.
in this game, I really wish that he subtracted 2 instead. Ooh, what now? Double Jasmine coming at you. That would be a nice sight. Well, actually, I prefer watching her leave for some reason. That's such a sexist joke, but it had to be done for all viewers.
I think most people do. I am not liking my hand right now.
I'm liking this game. I wonder if anyone else is watching it. They probably are because they know that we're playing the third one. So there might be some viewers, but I won't I won't chat to them because stuff will come up on the screen and we're recording it, and yeah, it's best not to. Double Jasmine. Oh, one's dead. No, gone for the hero. Interesting. Which makes me think there might be another supernova next turn. Why?
I am not going to say anything, actually. I am not going to say a thing.
Twice enchanted robes is going to block both their damage as well. Whoa, I could be in big bother here. Oh no, you've hit one of the Jasmines. Okay, so maybe it's not a supernova coming. I don't know how much shadow energy you've got left. I can't see.
I have 3. And even if it is a nova, hopefully you played me enough to know that I'm not an extremely risky player. I like making sure I cover all my bases.
Right, okay. This is a tough choice. Really tough. Very, very, very tough. Got a lot of cards in hand. Jasmine, attack. And she does, whoa, 1 damage. Go, Jasmine.
That makes me draw, right?
Pardon?
That makes me draw a card.
Okay. Right, so you're up to 3 now. Well, I've got Jack. Shh, I'm not going to swear. There, have some more cards. I could have played that before, but I wasn't really sure on it, but I just haven't got anything decent. I didn't have anything decent. No, I might be alright. Who knows? But I am down to, 17? So a couple of bad bits of burn and I'm going to be screwed. I could really do with an enrage or something. I might go fishing for that later. Yeah, this is not good. Not good for me. If I'd have brought Banebow, would I have had a better chance? That's what I'm wondering.
Possibly.
Shadow Spawn. Oh dear. Right, so I'm down to 14 once this Blood Frenzy takes 1 off, and things are looking scary for poor Boris. Look at his face, he looks brave, but things are not looking promising for him. Right, it's time for the Twice Enchanted Robes is so annoying. Right, I'm gonna bounce that gargoyle back in your hand, mister. And then I shall play the Jeweler's Dream. And then I whack you and your robes go bye-bye. And JD adds 2. So what could come up which costs 2 or 3? Only 1 card. Bad Santa. All for me, none for you. Hey. It's funny how in that last game I was lower on cards than you were. Even though you had all that draw.
Yeah. That wasn't a particularly nice move of you, from disarming my robes that way. That wasn't particularly nice.
Well, we're talking about Majaya here. I think everybody would like to disrobe her. She's quite a pretty looking dark elf, or whatever race she is.
See, I would agree with you, but my perception has been skewed by Photoshop picture that somebody had posted a while ago on the forums with her with a mustache.
Yeah.
I'm sure you probably come across
I've-
that picture. So.
Oh, that's a bad choice of phrase. I have not come across that picture at all. Okay, right. Interesting. Interesting turn of events. 12 health left. There's no way I'm going to play that card. Right. Interesting. I've played in Rage, but nowadays everybody has a way to remove such a card, so it may or may not pay off. Right, 36 on the clock. What else can I do? I'm gonna attack Death Mage Thaddeus.
I like his name. He's one of the most fun names out of all of them.
Yep, it's got the longest name that the box can handle, pretty much.
Yep.
Right, your damn gargoyles.
Thaddeus is just such a classy name.
That gargoyle isn't going to take any evil ascendant damage, which is a shame. Now what? End turn. Right, let's see. So it depends whether you put Severed Ties in your deck or not, because that will knock me down by a massive 10 health points. So it all depends whether you've got it in there and whether you use it. It'll be a quick finish, if that's the case. But there's 18 cards left in your deck, so even if you've got one, there's still a chance it could be on the bottom. We'll find out. I could do with a couple of Chris's now, and then I could throw them at you for like 3 damage each. That would be pretty nice. Oh, Aldon's dead. Plasma Behemoth. It's not looking good for Boris. It's not looking good at all. It's a shame that the one game where he did brilliantly, I did not record the video of it. We've got audio evidence, but no video evidence. Right. Death Mage Thaddeus. Right, I'll put Crippling Blow on the gargoyle, and I'm gonna hit this guy, Death Mage Thaddeus, and soon he will be a dead mage, and I will heal as a result of that, which is music to my ears. And I'm going to retreat Mr. Plasma Behemoth and play King's Pride. Now it would be an absolutely awesome combo if I had a Chris and a retreat. I could hit for 8. That would be lovely if I had a Chris. But I'm not sure how many are left in the deck, to be honest. So, who knows? Who knows? Not that card again. If we get this video on YouTube quickly, people will suddenly think that's a good card. They'll go,
What, the robes?
The robes, yeah. They'll say, hey, that robe's... It can take away 3 damage. That's pretty high. King's Pride blocks 2. The robes can block 3. That's useful on its own. But then the the draw as well. But that's from any damage, isn't it? When your hero
Yes.
takes damage. Right. Let's see where we are now. I'm down to 13, which is very bad. But I do have Smashing Blow. Goodbye, robes. And could have been a mistake. Interesting. Well, I've got one Chris. So he's gonna whack you for 4. And I've got Mr. Poon Bloodhelm. Actually, those two together are a pretty potent force. If you don't kill me next turn, they could actually deal you some serious trouble. So this has suddenly become quite close. Unless you sabotage my enrage, and then it would be a quick death. Tense. It's tense this end.
Yes, it is. Hold on a second. Oh, Well, first and foremost, I'd like to do that.
Lightning strike or something. Ley line. Oh no! That's not good. That's really not good. That's screwed up all my plans now. That's put a spanner in the ointment. But I'm not dead yet. But you've just survived. I think you've just survived by doing that. Those again? How many do you have? How many do you have? Well,
seeing as how we are at the end of the match, I'll give this one away. I do carry 4 of them.
Okay. Right. Well, I've just played a nice friendly Aeon. And
I do love these robes. Oh my goodness, they are special.
Oh, I had to destroy it, I'm afraid. Sorry. And this.
No, I expected that.
Okay. Right. I've gone all in now. I've gone all in on this one. It's do or die now, really. I think you either sabotage me, or you Nova me or something, or I should win. Or you fireball me like twice or something. You've got enough to do it, so. And I haven't seen many fireballs yet either. It's been a good game so far, though.
That is true.
It's been good that we've recorded this one, and the first one was rather one-sided. If anything, I think the first victory should be worth 2 games. So if I lose this, it's 2-2, right?
Oh,
was that a tumbleweed?
Much so bad. You might hit me on this one. Slightly close.
We'll
3,
see.
6. Yes, I do believe you have me.
Thanks to Mr. Aeon, who has managed to block lightning strikes by the look of things.
Yeah. Well, seeing as how the match is essentially over, I'll tell you this. It was either I go with the robes last turn, or I spam you with a couple of allies I had. And the reason why I didn't was I was afraid you had too many Christophers left in your deck.
Right. So you've got 9, and Aeon, thankfully, can use his ability to buff. Oh, it doesn't matter because
Wouldn't matter if he did.
they've got 3 attack anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter if he did.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you'd have put the robes down, they could have blocked some of the damage though, right? They could have blocked...
Yeah, but I think I played all... I think I've seen all 4 of my robes, though. I lost count. It's either 3 or 4 I've seen. Because I know I played 2 or 3 on you. I think I put 3 on you.
Oh, so you didn't have one in hand then?
No, I didn't.
Oh, right.
If I did, I'd play...
Yeah, I was thinking, if you had that... Well, good game, Sooth. Looks like I'm in the next round. Phew, lucky there.
Good game either way. Yeah.
Cheers, mate. That was a very good battle. Very tense. That could have gone either way.
Yes, it was.